Good morning, everyone. It's Lee here from Better Bond Cleaning, and welcome to my Friday morning webcast. Thought I would do a little bit of a webcast to have a chat about things that are going on with Better Bond Cleaning, things that have happened during the week, some of the challenges we face, and just general business talk. So let's get started. So today, I'd like to just go through a few things. First thing is that we've had quite a reasonably busy month. Historically, last month is probably our slowest that we generally have during the year. So it's good to see that we've moved past that. It definitely hasn't been as slow as other years. We've definitely moved up. We've got a lot more jobs coming in. We're getting larger companies coming to us to do more jobs. So that's really encouraging, and we'd like to continue that growth. As you know, Michael, the operations manager, Michael is working hard also to help with those jobs and working on some of the larger contracts to bring it in. So hopefully very soon, watch this space, we may have some really good announcements to make. Now let's see. Yes, I'd like to also welcome some of our new franchises. I'd like to welcome Daniel in Brisbane. Really good, did very well in training. Well done, Daniel. Pat yourself on the back. I'd like to welcome Daneth on the Gold Coast. She did really well as well. Fantastic with the training, Daneth, and keep up the good work. And of course, Anil down in Melbourne. Hi, Anil, and keep up the good work down there. We're quite a large country, but we're doing very well, and we're starting to cover the country really, really well and have a good presence. So let's talk about some of the general things going on. I think today I'd like to focus on the before and after photos. So as you guys are probably aware, I do compliance. I do a lot of the compliance as well. I also am a conduit to see where we can sort of do better in our business, where we can get more business opportunities, and how do we protect the business to make sure all the franchises have business moving forward. And the before and after videos are an interesting one to talk about. First of all, we all would have read the SOP, and we all know that the before and after photos are meant to be there to protect us. I know that we go on a lot about the before and after photos, but you've got to remember that we're the ones that are going to have to defend if anything goes wrong. And quite often we'll get from franchises, look, I can't do any better on this, or I can't do any better on that. However, we don't have adequate photos. So yes, sometimes we can do it without photos, but if the agent is quite picky, of course, at the end of the day, we're a business and we've got to make our clients happy. So we really need to get some good photos. Now, when taking the before and after photos, some of you are fantastic at doing the before and after photos, and you provide plenty of photos. Remember to take photos of things that maybe look dodgy or nearly broken, or if you can't improve on them, take pictures of them. And when you're taking pictures, the before and after photos, try and get the same angle. It's really important that if you take a photo this way, then the after photo is this way as well. It clearly shows a difference in what's happening. That's a really, really important thing that I'd like to stress. So what happens is that when an agent or a property manager discusses a reclaim with us, of course, we send you the reclaim advice so you can see what's going on. That's your chance to then tell us. It doesn't necessarily mean there's a reclaim there. It's your chance to tell us if you can do any better on that reclaim or not. Now from there, the next stage is we back it up with photos. These photos from the same angle are very important. I know that you guys want to get in and out of the places. However, the photos help us down the track a lot more. And remember, there's no dispute with the photos. Once the photos are there, there's no problem. What happens is sometimes, yes, we do get some people picky. We're getting photos and after photo, but they're not an after photo of the same thing. If they're not an after photo of the same before photo, they're just a photo. And, if there's no other records kept, well, that could be the place beforehand. We don't know. So just bear in mind that when you're taking photos, have a little bit of think about how you take the photos, where you take the photos and the angles. It doesn't take a lot longer. Just take from the same angle that you were before. You might want to take some additional ones afterwards, so take the same angle as you did to start off with, and then some additional photos. But just remember those before and after photos looking the same, as in, well, not looking the same, showing the differences are very important. So we want to have a look at that as well. Next thing I wouldn't mind having a discussion about, I have noticed, some people have some issues with Windows tracks, doing window tracks and things like that. I came across a really interesting thing, believe it or not, on the internet the other day, and that is simply use a toilet roll. So a spent toilet roll, the ones that you throw in the bin next to the toilet or whatever, keep those. They happen to be the same size that fits over the top of your of the vacuum, and they can be bent into shape, and you can vacuum but bend it and go along the thing. Very inexpensive, very easy tip. We all hopefully go through toilet rolls. They're very good to save. You can put them on there, get a bit of Sparky tape or something, or you can hold it if you want to. You can bend it in place. It makes it, it'll help you out a lot, and especially for those really hard to get. So obviously the tracks are different sizes. Some of the hard ones you can get right in there and do that. So hopefully that'll help you out a little bit as well. So moving forward, I'd like to use this forum as just a general communication. If any of you guys have something that you'd like to put forward and you'd like me to discuss, send me an email. Let's talk about it. I can send something like this out to the group. We're getting a lot bigger now, so there's a lot more in operations. We're certainly trying our best. We do have issues. A special item to note, I suppose, is that we've just had a major IT haul with our system. So recently there will be a few people noticing a few IT issues, certainly to do some with payments, some with job allocation, etc. We're trying very hard to get around these issues, however, and we've done quite a lot of user testing. However, it's very difficult sometimes, like all IT matters, that for whatever reason something hasn't been tested properly or there's a different condition. Then there's a particular problem. So I hope you can help out with us with that. Also, because of our growth, we do have some new staff working with us, and please help these new staff along. If you're not quite sure, ask. Just if you haven't talked to them before, say hi, introduce yourself and say who you are. We don't have to be, they're a part of the team. We don't have to be aggressive, we don't have to be cold. Introduce yourself, say hi, I'm so-and-so, here to help. Some new staff will make some operational errors. Yes, we do train them up. We do train them out of hours as well as in during hours. But remember that we've got so many different things going on at any one time. It's hard for a new person to come in and know exactly what's going on. And unfortunately, recently it's been compounded because we've had a couple of IT issues. So at the moment, we've really fixed the IT issues. We've still got new staff coming on board. And if you could say hello to them if you haven't spoken to them before, introduce yourself. Say, oh, I'm so-and-so, I'm at the franchise of in Melbourne, southeast Melbourne, or hi, I'm so-and-so on the franchise on the Gold Coast. Have a little bit of a chat to them. Getting to know them a little bit more as well really helps. It makes them feel comfortable and also help your relationship with them going forward. So I think that's it for today's webcast. I'll endeavour to do one next Friday, so any comments or suggestions, feel free to send them through. I'd love to have some topics to talk about. You can listen to me ramble on about different topics that I choose, but I'd really like to know some of the issues facing you guys. If you found anything that helps your business, if you found anything that you'd like to share with the greater community, yell out. I'd love to do that. I love positive things. I like being positive. We're a company that's grown really well, and we're still growing and moving forward, which is a really great opportunity for everyone. So I'd just like to say, look, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a nice day today. It's quite here. It's sunny here on the coast, so it's not so hot. So I think hopefully it's going to be a wonderful day. So again, have a nice weekend, and I will speak to you next Friday. Thank you. Bye.